everyone. My name is Danielle. Thank you for coming to my last seminar today on the true culprits behind obesity. As we all know, obesity is a growing epidemic in the United States. America has become so politically correct that it's almost impossible to talk about this sensitive issue. However, if we don't talk about it, then this issue will harm our present and harm our future. Over 72.5 million American adults are obese today. So let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys know what a BMI is? Raise your hands. Okay, well, the majority of you, that's good. According to the World Health Organization, a person's BMI is used as a measurement tool for obesity. This is only one of the tools though. By calculating a person's height and weight is an indicator of body fat in most people. This isn't always true though. A BMI that is over 30 is considered obese. For most people though, I'm not saying this is like completely accurate, but obesity is classified as having an excess body fat that leads to adverse health effects, which can increase diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease as well. The World Health Organization states that by 2015, over 700 million adults are going to be obese around the world. I have to say that culture has been trying to tell the individual that they are wrong and that it's their fault. However, this is not always the case. We always assume that it's their personal failings, but there are so many more risk factors that create this obesity problem, and it's not, we really have to look at society as a whole. So today we're going to be looking at nature versus nurture and looking at the factors that influence each of these. Okay, so we have nature. For nature, we're going to start out with genes. Genes, everyone has a gene pool that stays pretty much the same. They help determine a person's disposition for obesity. So like there's not a certain obesity gene that says like, oh, let's just cut this out of your genetics and then you will never have it. There isn't just a disposition to being a little bit overweight. There's a couple studies that have been done with twin studies that have actually shown that twins, identical or fraternal, are twice as likely to weigh the same. So even they might be separate. Let's say one lives on the West Coast, one's on the East Coast. Even if they've never met each other, they are still more at a disposition to weigh the same. Also, there's adopted children. Adopted children who have never met their biological parents are also at a greater disposition to weigh like their biological parents. They're twice as likely, even if they live with their adopted parents in that environment, they're still twice as likely to weigh the same because they share the same genetics. Then there's also the hormone leptin. It makes you feel full, it's in your stomach, so it kind of curbs your appetite, but there is a gene called the OB gene, which this produces no leptin. So as you can see, there's like that little cute fat mouse down there, and he doesn't have any leptin, so he basically never curbs your appetite, so he just keeps eating and eating. But once he's injected with the hormone leptin, he shrinks in size, but this is like an extremely rare case though. Not many people have this. So we have factors influencing nurture. We're going to start with the environment because we're all surrounded by the environment from infancy to adulthood. So fast food is everywhere around us. We have high calorie foods, high sugar foods. Also, Americans are drinking more calories now, especially from Starbucks, the Frappuccinos. Things are a lot more bigger in portion sizes, and also how things are advertised are a lot different for kids and adults. Now they're using celebrities to endorse like Wendy's and McDonald's, saying, you know, they have, you know, a Sprite or a soda before a game. So they're really trying to get celebrities in to try to entice you. Then now there's in shopping centers like Target and Walmart, even the malls, there's food. So I mean, you might not be hungry, but once you smell like Mrs. Fields cookies, you're gonna want to go get one. You might not really be starving for it yet. Then there's also behavior, which is learned throughout when you're born. And this is influenced by parents and friends and just like being at home. So the whole thing with your parents said about cleaning your plate when you're younger is not always the greatest thing, just because then this kind of leads into adulthood that you want to like always keep overeating even if you're already full, just because this is what you've learned when you're younger. And also social eating with family and friends and when you're going out to like a restaurant. We also have physical inactivity. Americans are actually consuming the most amount of calories than any other nation in the world. On average, they're consuming about 3,700 calories on average. Also, we're burning 140 to 150 less calories a day, which throughout the year adds up to about 51,000 calories and 14.5 pounds over the whole year. So you can see how a lot of people are decreasing their activity. Also, there's money factors as well. Just because fast food is really inexpensive, you can just get stuff off the dollar menu instead of buying and cooking a home meal. Sometimes it can get a little pricey, especially with like a bigger family. And then lastly, there's psychological issues, especially if you're already a little bit overweight or people are ashamed at all and just like about their body image. They might try like gimmick diets at all, and then they'll try to lose weight, and they'll lose weight really fast, and then they'll kind of put it back on. Some people might say that they have a lack of discipline, even though they're trying really hard. Okay, and we're gonna watch a video, and it's gonna put all of the environmental, social factors together.
Simple rule of modern eating. Fatty foods in huge portions are bad for you. But you're about to enter a dietary twilight zone, a restaurant that makes the potentially harmful nature of its food a selling point. Its name, get this, the Heart Attack Grill. And they do bring a certain whimsical comedy to serving up giant versions of meals that have been American favorites for generations. But as Ryan Owen explains, beyond the comedy are some very real health concerns.
In a country where calories are posted on the menu and the White House has a vegetable garden, sometimes the reality looks more like this. This monument to greasy gluttony is called the Heart Attack Grill. It's a sort of hospital-themed Hooters located in Chandler, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix.
We have full sugar Mexican Coke. Get your arms in over here.
Every customer must wear a hospital gown.
I'm dying.
And they are waited on by scantily clad nurses. Still, it's what's on the menu that gets most of the attention. The single, double, triple, or quadruple bypass burger. Oh, and they do have fries called flatliner fries, fried in lard, and those are unlimited. To wash it all down, how about a butterfat shake? The restaurant has become a bit of a national sensation.
I'm up another few inches.
In no small part thanks to this very big man, Blair River, the so-called spokesmodel of the Heart Attack Grill, featured in a series of tongue-in-cheek commercials that have gone viral.
I'm at 570 pounds, 6'8", yeah. So.
We met Blair in January. Back then, he told us one of the perks of the job is eating free. Anyone who is over 350 pounds doesn't have to pay.
I'm big, you know what I mean? And so why not? I don't eat here every day, so why not have fun with it and go with it as long as I can?
Sadly, we now know how long that was. Blair died last week at the age of 29. His family says the cause of death was pneumonia. The CDC says every year, 112,000 deaths can be linked to obesity. When your spokesperson.
Okay, so you kind of got an idea about this video and about how all the nurture factors really play a role in it just because of just the behavior that's going on. So now we're going to have a little activity. So you guys turn over your papers. You can actually, we're going to talk about which factors you think more influences obesity. Is it nature, is it nurture, or is it both? And you guys can decide which one. You guys want to talk if you want? We'll discuss later.
Yeah, I think it's both.
Exactly. No, like I said, it Exactly.
Yes.
I don't really think think it's about
But also, if it were it wouldn't be growing as much fast enough. I think it has to be culture. That's like influencing
Okay, so let's see, who out of the groups chose just nature as a reason? Who chose nurture out of it? Can you guys kind of elaborate a little bit, maybe why you chose it?
We were saying that even people that have maybe overweight parents and are more prone to be overweight as children, that's still reversible through diet and exercise and everything like that.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like, it definitely has a lot to play around with that. Did anyone choose a combination of both? And nurture? As a reason?
I chose nature and nurture because hormones, as you become obese, your hormones definitely change. Like you stop producing leptin. So, and obviously the nurture part is what drives the nature part of it.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's a combination of both, and that's why it's such like a great debate because there's both sides to it. Has anyone's opinion though like changed watching the video? Do you have an opinion about it, or just about in general how obesity, about like the sides of obesity at all? Anyone like shocked at the video?
Yeah, never heard of it.
Yeah, is that crazy? They're opening up like a second one too in Dallas, so it's yeah. And the guy used to own 2 Jenny Craigs, so he decided to go the opposite way and make everyone healthy by doing that. So. Yeah, but it's kind of shocking how America is doing this right now. So I just want to say in conclusion, thank you guys for coming today. I really hope you guys learned something and looked at the other factors that are really influencing obesity. It's not just the individuals, but you have to look at society as a whole, nature and nurture and all the factors that are influencing it. Does anyone have any more questions? Thank you.